Hi there and welcome to my channel. Today we will try something different and we will see if it's possible to build a salvaged Bentley Bentayga in a price of a new Audi SQ7. They are sharing the platform between each other, so they are very related. So let's find out, if you've got a budget for a new SQ7, can you actually get yourself a Bentley in the same price? Okay, so let's start our journey with Audi configurator. We're going for a SQ7, which starts at £93,000. So we've got a choice in between standard Q7 and an SQ7. We're going for a SQ7 because Bentley is obviously the most luxurious car, one of the most luxurious cars you can buy at this moment in time. So we're gonna go for a top of the range. Let's start with build your SQ7. As we can see, the RRP is close to £90,000, and we can start with the trim choice. The first one is SUV Black Edition TFSI Quattro Tiptronic, but we're interested in a more beefed up one, so we're going for a Vorsprung TFSI. The next choice we've got is the color. I know there are better colors for a SQ7, but down to the fact that we're comparing to a British car, we're gonna choose the British Racing Green. That gonna set us back nearly £5,000. The next choice we've got is the wheels. So we've got a choice in between darker black wheels or just the standard 22-inch wheels. I generally do believe that the standard ones look very good. We're not paying anything extra on top of it, so let's just go for a standard ones. They really do look good. The next choice we've got is the interior and the seat upholstery. So we've got a choice of the three colors. So the first one is grey, the second one is black, and the third one is red. I think down to the fact that this is a sporty car, let's go for the red version and give it a little bit more sporty look inside. The last thing we can choose are the packages and options, and we've got the few options we can choose, although not that many, considering that we already choose Vorsprung trim, and that gives us plenty of standard equipment. So we can choose red brake calipers. Why not? 500 quid, let's go for that. And then the next thing we can choose is the trailer assist, which gives us some nice few features in terms of reversing the car for a trailer, and we might be towing the caravan or something like that. And we can also go for extended warranty, which I'll just put in. And that takes us to a total of close to £115,000. That's quite a lot of money for an Audi, but it's a big SUV and it is fairly luxurious. So let's have a look if we can find a damaged Bentley and can we build it for a similar price range. As you can see, we managed to find here this beautiful 2022 Bentley Bentayga. Amazing car with the British Racing Green color, so it will be a really decent compared to our brand new Audi. Obviously though, it is damaged. The mileage of this Bentley is 15,500 miles. Unfortunately, it does not run. So let's investigate further there. So the estimated value is £206,000, so that's about £80,000 more than a brand new Audi Q7. This moment in time, the auction is stopped at £50,000, but we've still got 7.5 days until that gonna runs out. So I wouldn't be surprised if that would reach a region of £80,000. The car is spec'd up in a 4-litre V8 8-speed auto gearbox, obviously petrol. This is a Bentley. Again, this does not run, which is a problem, but investigating the further photos we might find a potential reason why is that so. Looking at the first picture, we can see there is a little bit of a bumper missing, so that's already indicating that we've got a damage to the front. Plus we see some airbags deployed. So let's move to the second photo, and then over here clearly we can see where the damage went. There is a flat tire. We've got also a missing wing, we've got a tiny dent to a bonnet, missing headlight, missing bumper. When we look in the back of the car, it does not look damaged at all, so it looks fairly good, but we've got a suspension corner which is lowered down. This is the air suspension, so I'm not saying it's damaged, I'm saying keep that in mind that it might be. the rear corner, left corner is raised up, so it might be down to a damage. It just, the suspension reacted that way, they lowered down the right side. Audi does that with the new Audi A8, and I wouldn't be surprised if that will be actually transferred to a Bentley. Well, they share in the same platform, so that would not surprise me at all. Looking at the interior, well, we've got the airbags deployed, so we'll have to address that. Thankfully, the steering wheel is black, the airbag is black, we've got the curtains which are also deployed, the seat belts will also be deployed. Beautiful interior, beautiful finish, as you would expect in Bentley. This is the 4-seater version. It's just very, very premium looking car. Now we've got some embroidery inside as well. Okay, looking at the next photo, a massive V8 motor and some of the damage. I would suspect there is no coolant in the system, so we're going to be looking at the radiator pack price as well, plus all of that being disassembled for insurance purposes. The dashboard shows us clearly that there is quite a lot of errors on it, but we are expecting that. We've got to deploy the airbags. The suspension shows that it's second level of lowering down, so I would assume that during an accident the safety feature kicked in and it lowered down the right corner of the car just to take all the impact. And looking at this photo, you can see straight away there is so many plugs hanging about. This corner is slightly damaged, so I would strongly suggest to replace it, because why not? The good news is the beam is not damaged. It doesn't look like there is any structural damage to it at all, which is good. The bonnet looks a little bit damaged, probably repairable, but we're gonna look at the price of the replacement as well, just if you decide that since this is a Bentley you want all the parts to be replaced. The grille looks fairly intact, but towards my knowledge there's supposed to be a trim around it. Well, we'll have a look at that as well. The next photo shows us some scuffs on the right side which will need respraying. I would be very surprised if the spraying will cost you a standard fee, down to the fact the Bentley will have some really posh colours and they will be probably quite expensive to match up. Another thing is you want to choose a really good body workshop just so they're doing a decent job. The rear doesn't show any damage. We've got some audio system there. Obviously really nice looking gearbox. Yeah, just a standard Bentley. Okay, so let's have a look at the potential cost of all the parts. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is the front chassis leg. We can get that for £6,000 here in the UK. Fairly decent price considering, you know, the how luxurious the car is. We can get it cut to our wish and probably receive all the auxiliary pipes and everything just in case if we'll need any. The next thing is the airbag kit. You can find that on eBay for £3,500 and that will give us a front seat belt, rear seat belt. It'll give us the driver airbag plus the dashboard, which is very important to replace that dashboard rather than repair. I've struggled a little bit with finding a complete bumper here in the UK, so I've reached out to Polish websites again and I've managed to find one for £15,899, which translates to about £3,500 if you want to get it shipped to UK. This is a complete genuine bumper. Next thing is the headlight. The main headlight will set you back £1,500 for an original part. The cost of the indicator is £860. Again, this is the original part here in UK. The wing will cost you £550, although this needs repairing. This definitely needs repairing. It's repairable, but it needs a little bit of filling and a little bit body work on it. So let's just say that this costs you £550, but we'll have to reflect that in the spraying cost. The right front wing arch liner will cost you £408. Really a shame that's not in a car. 500 quid, close to 500 quid for something like this is ridiculous. But I'll guarantee you, you want that a genuine. You do not want that as some aftermarket part, because you will always struggle with getting that into place and it will always cause you an issues. Just splash out. You're spending so much on your car. just buy the genuine. The radiator pack, £1,500 for original part from 2024 car. I would think this is a good price. I'm thinking this is a good price. Looking at the original bonnets, you can land one for £980. This is again a genuine part. So if you'll consider replacing the one on a car, you can get one for nearly £1,000. Well, the next thing I would recommend to consider replacing is the bonnet hinges. They usually causing a lot of issues, even with a small damage like this one on our Bentley. Definitely worth it. For £115, definitely worth it. For the £1,200, you can get a genuine grille, including a camera that will need respraying. In my opinion, that would be all in terms of required parts. You might also consider getting the new tires on it. You can get the Pirelli P0, which are the genuine tires which the car leaves the factory with. You can get those tires for £300 per tire, so 2 front tires definitely will need replacing, especially the right one is damaged, plus the front right wheel is scuffed, so let's just put another £150 on top of all the parts I've already suggested. Painting it will cost you a lot. This is odd paint, and I would say let's just budget about £2,000 for a paint only. The labor for interior for a decent garage, I would say in region of £300–400 to replace the airbag kit, and another £500–600 to assemble it from outside. You will need a decent garage to replace the front right quarter. Let's just put another £1,000 on top of it, which I really do think ain't gonna cost you that much. Should cost you in the region of £400–500 in a decent garage. So altogether, what do you think? Is it worth to actually buy a damaged Bentley, build it, and have it instead of the Audi? Let me know in a comment, and thank you very much for watching. See you next time.